Wob wob, this is my intro. Wob wob. What's good, YouTube? Easy now. 1337, aka Snow, here today to say that I finally hit level 30. It's been a long, annoying, frustrating road for me to get to level 30. If you did not know, I was one of the people in my friend group specifically, but also I must have been at least the top 100 to be top level. I got this game early. I was top level pretty much the day after release. I then started doing my light level stuff, and I was one of the first people to upload a video about light levels and such things. So, you know, I was really ahead of the curve when it came to getting past level 20. And then I ran into some issues. So we started doing the raid in our little group, and me being a MMO gamer in the past, I knew what raids entailed. There needed to be teamwork, and you know, once I figured out the tactics, I taught everything to everyone in my group. And then they all started to get gear, and I got fuck all. I ran the raid at least 8 times before I got my first piece of gear. I ran it twice every week since the 3rd week the raid was on, because I had to level up my other character. And I literally struggled to get anything and everything, and it was to the point where I stopped playing Destiny. When Call of Duty Advanced Warfare come out, I was like, fuck Destiny, I'm not getting rewards. The random number generator on the rewards is just ridiculous, and it's just not fair. For the amount of time and effort I put into this game, I was not getting anything. The first time I ran the raid since Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because I was bored, and I think the Advanced War servers were down at the time, I actually got defeat, and I could not believe it. So the reason why I'm showing you today is just to show you what my character looks like, what sort of things and equipment I have for being level 30. So fully upgraded, I have 1463 defense. We have 0% intellect, which doesn't cool down my supercharge at all. I'm currently under Sunsinger. I have 64% discipline, which increases my grenades, and I have 100% strength, which allows me to just punch people over and over and over again. These are the feat that I got, the Tread of the HEZEN Lord, and they give you more heavy ammo and then a bunch of defense. I have on me the VOIDFANG Vestments chest. I do want to get the raid chest as well. That's going to be my next point, but I just wanted to hit 30. That was the main thing. So with this, you get increased hand cannon, defense. You get more ammunition in your special weapon. Your Axion bolt grenades, which is the heat-seeking grenades for Void Walkers, spawns an additional seeker. So instead of hitting 2 people, it will hit 3 people. But the most important thing about this is that you respawn with full grenade energy. I don't even use the Axion bolts. Every time I spawn, I have full grenade energy. If I'm a Sunsinger, with the way I've set it up, I have 2 grenades every time I spawn, which is epic. And then we just have increased defense. We have the HEZEN Lord's arms, which do increases reload speed of special weapons. Causing damage with your melee reduces your grenade cooldown. So with that 100% of smacking people in the face, quick recharge on my punching, I can also quickly recharge my grenade as well. I have it doing additional damage to the oracles, because obviously I take care of the oracles through the teleporters. And then we've got a bunch of defense power as well. And finally the helmet. So the helmet, what that does is increases grenade throw distance. We have super energy from killing minions of the darkness. I don't even know what that is. I believe it's people in the raid. It must be. I have killing a Vex with a critical hit has a chance to spawn an orb, or you can do it with a melee attack. I've been meaning to swap that around actually, but I don't know. I rarely get both. I think I'll just sort that out. So that is the full raid gear that I got for this character to get it to level 30, and the stats that I have. And I also have the fragment of the prime from the raid as well for the arm piece. I'll put that on now, so you can see what it's like. It looks pretty cool, nice and flashy. So I have full raid gear, and I have a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to put Dead Orbit back on because I'm currently leveling it up. And I have a bunch of other stuff that I got, not just from the raid, you know, just from leveling up my packages and stuff. All the different weapons and stuff that I have, I'm going to show you those also as well. So let's get into that. So I'm not going to go into the guns specifically and what they do and their bonuses and stuff, because I'm actually going to do reviews on every gun that I have. But first, let's just look at the other helmets and stuff I have. So this is the normal legendary helmet that I had. Nothing special, just one of the ones that I got from a legendary engram and used. It looks pretty cool. I've kind of liked this design a little bit. I think it looks pretty cool, especially with the red camo shader. So then we have the Light Beyond Nemesis helmet, which I've never used, but I just bought it because of the fact of how badass it looks on the person, and I'm going to equip it so you can see. No, I can't equip it because that's on, so let's just equip that. You can see what it looks while it's on. Oh, look how cool it is. We also have the Skull of Dire Amhamkara, which also looks pretty damn beast as well when it changes. Woo, look how badass that looks. And I have the Apotheosis Veil, which actually heals you and stuff. I have some videos about these two helmets on my channel if you want to search for them. Let's put the raid helmet back on. We have in my arms the Sunbreakers, which I'm not even going to get into because everybody knows them, because it's all that bloody comes with the I have my normal purple arms, which I got again from an engram. I have a spare purple chest, so when I want to swap things over to my other character, and my normal purple legs. And I have the Future War Court, New Monarchy, and Dead Orbit bonds, as well as the one from the raid. So let's go over to here. So firstly, the last word, most recent exotic, one of my most recent guns. I'm trying to level it up because it looks like it could be a beast. And so yeah, we also have the Fair and Square Pulse Rifle, pretty damn cool. I'm going to do a video on this when I level it up a little bit. I think I'm ready to level it all the way up, well, almost. But anyway, I'm just going to try that online and see what that's like. The Shadow Price, probably one of the best guns for PvP, as well as the Suros Regime. Both assault rifles, both similar. Suros Regime fires a bit slower, but with a bit more power. I think the Shadow Price is a better gun, and I'm going to get into that in another video. We have the A.1F19XRYL Scout Rifle. I have a video already on my channel about this, being the best scout rifle in the game. Very, very powerful. We have the VESTMENTS class, of course. This is also going to be reviewed, especially when they actually decide to buff it for PvE. I will definitely do another video for it then. We have the Atheon's Epilogue, one of the first raid pieces of anything that I got. Fully upgraded, does massive damage against anything with void protection. We have the Strange Suspect, which is a really, really good gun in my opinion, especially for PvP if you want to play with a pulse rifle, but I hate pulse rifles overall, so it's a decent gun. And we have the Fawn. The only reason I kept this around is because they said they were going to buff it, and because it looks so badass, I decided to keep it. I've also had every other exotic in the game, but like the Hard Light and just the Bad Juju, guns like that, guns that were pretty much useless. I just dismantled them. They were just sitting in my vault, so I just thought I can't be arsed anymore, and I got rid of them because I'm never going to use them. Even if they improve them, I'm never going to use them. So these are the guns that I have and I use on a regular basis. For snipers, I have, well, for secondaries, just to say, I have my Praetor's Revenge. I have this fully upgraded almost. I just need to get the right materials, the Spirit Blooms. And this gun's a monster of a sniper. There will be a review on this as well. We have the Icebreaker Sniper Rifle, the Plan C Fusion Rifle, and the Patience and Time Sniper Rifle. I haven't used this much. It's just one that I bought because it was there, so I bought it. So these guns that I use mainly out of these are the Praetor's Revenge and the Plan C when it's arc burn damage in Nightfall strikes, etc. But my main secondary is the 77 Wizard Fusion Rifle. The range and damage on this gun is ridiculous. If you can get this gun and fully upgrade it, it's a badass weapon. I also have the Invisible Hand M7. Because everyone was using shotguns in PvP Crucible, I wanted a good shotgun. So I went out and I've researched a couple of them, but I got this one and I've upgraded it as much as I can so far. And it's an absolute tank. The gun is ridiculously powerful. I can see why people do the shotgun melee combo. I also have the Comedian, which is a pretty good shotgun. I haven't used it as much as the Invisible Hand though. I may do a review video on it, or like a comparison video. We have the Judgment 6, which I got from the Nightfall last week, which I haven't used at all yet, which I'm going to though and see what it's like. And we have the Epitaph 2261 Sniper Rifle. I don't use this at all, but I keep it on me for some apparent reason. I don't know why, because I have the Praetor's Revenge. I'm actually going to dismantle it. Boom! So there you go, you get a free dismantle with this video as well. And then for my heavy weapons, I take the Swarm for fire damage LMG, and the only LMG that I really use. We have a void damage rocket launcher, and I usually run this with my Praetor's Revenge or the 77 Wizard and my Atheon's Epilogue, because it's all void damage and I use it for the raid. We have a fire rocket launcher, you know, just as a backup fire damage weapon, and we have the arc damage rocket launcher too. I prefer rocket launchers to LMGs because it just does more splash damage and it's just a lot more fun to use than an LMG. So that is all the stuff I have weapons and armor wise. Let's go down and have a look at my ships. So I have the ship from the raid, the aspect of glass, and it looks pretty cool if you haven't seen it yet. I also have a bunch of other blue ones that you get from actual chests and stuff. I don't really care about them though, they're just there. I have the XVO Timebreaker twice for some apparent reason. I've been meaning to discard one or put it over to my other character. Let's just do that now. Discard. It should be a dismantle, not a discard. We have... I don't even care about these anymore. I just read the Dead Orbit one. I have a bunch of shaders in my vault as well, but these are the ones I use. Thunder Devil, Chatter White, Broadsword, Lunar Energy, Polar Oak, Million, and Arctic Proxy. I may do a video showing off these shaders individually and seeing what they look like with different armors and stuff. But let me know what you think about that. If you want that to happen, I will get that done. And that is all the stuff I have for my level 30 character. I have a Sunsinger setup and a Voidwalker setup already on my channel, so make sure you search for those if you want to see what I do specifically with each class. And yeah, that's my video for today. It's a little bit longer than my usual Destiny ones. I hope you appreciate it. Please drop a like and a favourite if you enjoyed this. Let me know what sort of exotics you would want or raid gear that you need and all that good stuff, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.